Are you looking for a really fast video on how to complete the Prophecy Dungeon? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Jobo coming at you with a super easy Prophecy Dungeon guide. Now if you're not the type of person who wants to watch a video to learn things, come on over to twitch.tv/JoboToesGarden where we stream all the time. Let's get to the video. Prophecy Dungeon is located in the tower over by the Drifter. Now this is a 3-man activity. I recommend giving this a shot by yourself as it's a great challenge. For loadouts, I like to have a grenade launcher, an auto rifle, and a sword to start. If you have the Taken mods, they help as well. Well of Radiance for a Warlock with Phoenix Protocol is very powerful in just keeping everyone alive. The primer mechanic in this dungeon is collecting motes. The way you collect motes is by killing knights, and they drop light or dark motes based upon where you are standing. If you're standing in the shadows like we are now, it's dark motes. If you move to the light, it's light motes. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see it marking as we go. Collecting 5 of these motes will put the motes into your hand. You need to collect 5 of the same type. Once you have those 5 motes, you go to the corresponding plate, dark motes to the dark plate, you click shoot, now that plate is cleansed. Next, let's work on the light plate. Once you have 5 motes down of the light motes that look like this, you can then cleanse the plate and you're good to go. We need to do this 2 times in this encounter. We're already at the first boss encounter. For this encounter, we have a boss we need to kill, and we need to cleanse 2 light plates and 2 dark plates. I recommend a Falling Guillotine sword with the Lucent Blade mod equipped. For this, it's very simple. We need to kill knights like we did before and gather our 5 motes. Once those motes are gathered, you can cleanse 1 plate at a time, or you can check out this strategy that I use to cleanse 2 plates at 1 time. Jump up between, super high up in the air, and cleanse at your peak. I use it for light and dark motes. Once you cleanse all 4 plates, you're going to want to go to the boss, use your supers, and go to town with your sword. Once you beat the boss, go to this purple area here under the orb, and you'll be teleported to the next area. I prefer Mountaintop, a sniper, or Anarchy as well. Now first, we like to get free loot. If you follow this path here, you're going to get to the free chest that we have. The Wasteland encounter is built upon 3 sections of 3 blights each. We need to destroy those blights in order to move on to the next encounter. It's very simple. If you have Anarchy, tap it once with Anarchy and move on. Once you defeat the 3 blights, go under Toland and he will show you the next direction to go if you watch him. Once you've cleansed all 3 areas, the way is open will present itself on the bottom left of your screen and you can go to the next encounter. It is always this location under Toland to get to the next location. For the next encounter, I prefer Mountaintop, Gnawing Hunger, and Xenophage, but you could use any weapons you like. To start the encounter, go where Toland is. Toland is then going to teleport up onto one of the walls. We need to cleanse 1 plate per encounter, per room that we go to in here. If you look, we need dark motes because that is the plate underneath Toland. Once you cleanse that plate, your entire team goes to the middle, and you're going to be teleported to the next room. Rinse and repeat this until all rooms are cleansed. Now, sometimes Toland goes to the ceiling as opposed to the wall. What I like to do is get to a side of the cube that doesn't have a marking and cleanse that specific plate, so dark in this scenario. Once you've cleansed all the plates, all the locations, you're going to be teleported into this room, which is the boss room. They say boss, but it's really kind of a pushover. I just give them a little bit of smack here or there, and you're good to go. This encounter is complete. Once you grab your loot, go ahead and jump into the little slot above the loot, and take your sparrow out and go to the right. The next encounter is very simple, but can take a little bit of time. This is what people call Rainbow Road. You'll see why in a moment. When we get there, we can go as fast as we want or as slow as you want. I personally like to just sparrow through and go as fast as I can. Here's my recommendation. Get onto the middle ribbon and take this all the way down, never getting off your sparrow. Once you get to this section, you're going to go 1 ribbon to the right and just keep going. Feel free to jump off if you have to. I don't make this every time either. I like to take this next part a little bit slow and you can just land super easy. Now take this ribbon until we get to the next pyramid. Once you get to this pyramid, hop off your sparrow and go to the corner just to the right when you enter. This is going to bring us to the secret chest and get us some more free, sweet loot. Once you grab your loot, go ahead and turn around, go back the way you came, and we're going to go ahead and get up to the boss fight and get this sucker over with. For this boss fight, I prefer Mountaintop, Gnawing Hunger, and Anarchy. You could use whatever weapons you prefer. To start the encounter, I like to put a Well of Radiance. As you can see, this room has 3 corners, a boss in each corner, and 1 plate for us to cleanse. Kill our knights as usual, grab our motes, and cleanse the corresponding plate in each corner. When you cleanse a plate, an ogre is going to spawn. You need to make sure to take them out as soon as possible, as they can be a pain in the butt. Once you cleanse your final plate, you and your fighter team go to the middle and you'll be teleported to the boss fight. The boss shoots out a Taken Blight that will teleport you to the back of the room. This is a problem because when you're too far away from the boss for too long, you'll die. That is the dark entropy on the left side of your screen. If that hits 10, you'll die. Take note that standing in a Well of Radiance here and just walking backwards will not get you hit by that. Taken hobgoblins will spawn all the way across this room. Make sure to take them out as soon as possible. I like to simply move down the room, taking out goblins, doing as much damage as I can to the boss, but staying alive and staying safe. You can use these cubes on the platforms to stop the blight from hitting you, but beware, if you're standing too close, it'll still hit you. Continue to move down the room, doing what damage you can, and you're going to be done in no time. Congratulations, you just beat your first prophecy. One thing to note is if you don't beat him right away, no problem. You're going to go into the purple and teleport into the next room and rinse and repeat the same process. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions and you want to run this with us, come visit us at twitch.tv/JoboToesGarden.